Hello, Cherries. Welcome to Live Cherry Sunday, episode 89. And in this video, I'm going to give you 5 tips to improve your blues. And it's so important to play the blues because that's where all of your rhythm and soul and feel come from. And it's lots of fun as well. So I'm going to give you 5 tips to improve your blues. And the first tip is going to be the minor pentatonic scale. And we're going to play in the key of A today. And you probably already know the scale, but we're going to branch out from the scale a little bit. So I'm going to play the A minor pentatonic. But we're going to play a little bit of the second position here, which is up here. To the first. But first, I want to say hello to my friend Kelly in the chat. Hello, Kelly. Give you a round of applause. And of course, I'll put timestamps to the beginning of the lesson, which will be very, very shortly. But I want to say hello to Kelly. How you doing, Kelly? Are you drinking any coffee today? Are you caffeinated? I know I'm trying to be. Trying to wake up this Sunday afternoon. Hello, Tom G. Give you a round of applause. So we're drinking some coffee. We're playing some guitar. And wouldn't be Sunday if I wasn't here live with you guys at 1 o'clock. Got my Strat. You need another coffee, huh? I think I do too. All right, so hopefully you can hear me out there. Hopefully you got a coffee in your hand or a beer. It depends on where you are in the world. Okay, so I have just my Strat. I have a little bit of my booster on, the MXR booster. Here's without it. This gives me a little bit more beef to it, you know what I mean? I said, where's the beef? Right here in my pedal. All right, so A minor pentatonic. We all know that one, right? But there's another position right next to it. It's a second position up, and it's like here. But instead of playing it that way, I want to kind of focus on where the A note is, because you're playing an A. You don't want to start on the C right here. You could, but it's good to know like where the A notes are. So in this position right here, it's like an extension of where you normally play here. Right? If you're playing up here, you can go up to here. And you're in the second position now. So this right here, same as this. Just depends on where your fingers are. You can come up with different riffs here than you would here. I mean, the same licks actually, but it's just played differently and it sounds different. And it opens up the fretboard a little bit more. And you can even go down to one position, to the 5th position, which is down here. Now these are all the same notes. If I'm playing here, same thing here. Or same thing up here. It's all the same notes, it's just different positions. You could play lower. You can really tie in some things if you're playing in the normal position here. So now instead of playing just right here, you've widened your playing area. And the same thing goes for up here. when you're up here in this register. And then the position below, the fifth position. Tie them all together and play riffs in between, all around them. You know, so it's kind of cool just to open up the pentatonic scale right there. So that is tip number 1, by the way. And if you're enjoying this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, because I go live every week and I put out lots of videos and stuff because I love playing guitar and talking about guitar and showing people stuff on guitar that they might find helpful. That you hopefully find helpful. So hopefully you're enjoying this. Kelly, you enjoying this? Tom G, give you a round of applause. Happy to hear that. Hello, Ozman5150. What's happening? I love that name, Ozman5150. Anything to do with Van Halen? 5150? That's actually 54. That's how messed up I am. I'm looking at 5151 and I'm thinking 5150. I'm so sorry. Nothing to do with that, with Van Halen. 5151. But Ozman, that's cool. It's like the Ozman. Okay, so I just gave one tip, which was I'll give you a quicker picker-upper here on this cam right here, a little closer in, where I played the A minor pentatonic scale, which everyone knows. But I'm also playing the second position up here. So instead of staying in here, I'm opening it up. I'm going. And then I'm playing below it as well. Going down below the A. All right, nothing to do with Van Halen. All right. So there's no tapping involved. Okay. So hopefully you're enjoying this so far. And we just started here today on this Sunday, beautiful Sunday. I'm in Brooklyn, New York, right by Prospect Park. Where are you tuning in from? I know Kelly is in, she might be in Brooklyn, but she's probably in New York. And I know Tom is coming in from the West Coast. Ozman, where are you watching from? Pasadena, California, where Eddie Van Halen's from? Or actually, where he grew up. He was from the Netherlands, I believe. Originally from Bensonhurst. Oh, okay. So you're a New Yorker. So not in New York anymore, huh? Okay. Always Jer. What does that mean? It's from Morristown? All right. Las Vegas. Oh, man, that's so beautiful. Love it there in Las Vegas. Hello, rockin' the Rockies. What's happening? Give you a round of applause. Rockin' the Rockies is an awesome guitar player. I was just listening to your stuff the other day. Video. Really cool. Great feel. Awesome stuff. And Ozman is coming in from Las Vegas. Grew up with Carmine Appice, or is it Appice? That is the long running question, isn't it? But I'm sure there is an answer. Without hearing you, I can't. I'm not gonna be able to tell how you say it. Appice. Carmine Appice and his brother Vinny Appice was played with Dio for forever. I loved his work with Dio. Vinny Appice and Carmine's great. I saw a clinic. I happened to have been at Guitar Center one day and he was playing a clinic. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to stay for this. And I watched his drum clinic. And man, this was just about a few years ago. And He just blew my mind. That guy's a really amazing drummer, and I love Blue Murder, the band Blue Murder he played in. That was amazing with John Sykes and Tony Franklin on the bass. Hello, Tom G. Oh, I already said that. Tom G. Welcome again, Tom G. It's David Belcher. David Belcher in the house. Good morning. Sunny fall. All right. Like Eugene, Oregon. Man, I love it over there in Oregon. It is amazing. Love it in the Pacific Northwest up there. Okay. So we're doing some cool stuff, keeping it simple with the pentatonic scale. We branched off a little bit. We played like 3 different positions here. I can go up to the second position. Then go down 1 to the 5th position. And don't forget to play this as a blues scale too. So just adding that 1 blues note. And do the same thing in the other positions. All right. So add that in there too. The blues notes. So now you have like the blues position. And you have it in 3 different positions up here. Down here. All right. So, and Ozman knows the Leslie West, which is really cool. So, what a monster guitar player he is as well. All right, so we got that. That is the second part. So I showed you the tip number 1. Now, tip number 2 here is going to be how you actually attack these notes. There's so many ways besides just playing it. Like that. You just attack the note. Or you could bend up into the note. Just really cool. Just bend up there. And take all the degrees. You could take the 5th. And just bend it perfectly up to the note. So you could bend up to the note. You could slide up to the note. Slide up to the root. Slide up to the 3rd. Slide to the 4th. These are all things you could do in your solos. Bend up the notes. Slide up to them. A combination of both. Slide down to a note. So I actually had a chance to jam with him when he was with the Vagrants. That is amazing. That is really, really cool. Get a chance to jam with Leslie West. Wow. Must have been some experience. Well, you said you grew up with him, so you probably knew him and friends with him. That's awesome. Very, very cool. Love to see that. Gotta show us some video clips of that. You jamming with him. If you have any. Yeah, great guy. Yep, it is sad. Wow, thank you for sharing that with us. It's very, very cool. Okay, so I think it's really important to just, play in these different positions here and focus on your vibrato. You have a slow vibrato, or you can have a fast vibrato. Once you bend the note, put a little vibrato at the end of it. Or not. Put a slow vibrato. So hopefully you're finding this helpful. If you are, hit the like button, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'm giving you 5 tips to play better blues, to improve your blues. And, a lot of this stuff is in a course. Actually, I just released my first ever guitar course. I'll show you the profile pic of it right here. It's me and my telly, my smelly telly right there. And I put a link in the top of the description to check out the course. It goes through 3 topics, which is fretboard memorization, to learn all the notes quickly on the neck. Then I go into the circle of fifths, which kind of looks like this. And I go into details about what all that good stuff is. Some music theory knowledge in there. And then I do a whole section about playing the blues, which we're diving into a little bit here today. So check that out when you get some time. The Essential Skills Collection for Guitar. And enjoy. Will I be doing live chats like Mark Zabel? I don't know who Mark Zabel is. I'm sorry. The name sounds kind of familiar, but I can't place it. Okay. So, all right. So the next tip here is going to be a 12-bar blues in A. It's basically going to sound something like this. A7 chord and a D. D7. I'll look him up. Mark Zabel, for sure. E7. D7. E7. All right. So that was a little bit of a tease of what it's all about. It's just a basic 12-bar blues in A with a shuffle. And what I'm doing is I'm playing just that scale that we talked about, the A minor pentatonic scale. And I'm extending it up here. And I'm going below. But it's all the same notes. A minor pentatonic scale. And of course I put in the blues note. Yeah, I want to look him up because now you got me very curious about Mark Zabel. Not Steve Sable, the NFL Films legend, but Mark Zabel. I know. I'm just goofing around. Got some football on my mind as well. So it's really cool. This basic 12-bar progression, you play one scale over it. And so hopefully you're enjoying this. I know Tom, his guitar player, he's playing some blues and all that good stuff. And David Belcher has got the great Mad Magazine, Alfred E. Newman thing kicking right there. Avatar kicking. Profile pic. I just love that. That's got to be my favorite avatar right there, Alfred E. Newman. I'm going to check out Mark Zabel. I got to find out now. I'm very curious about Mark Zabel. So, okay. So what I'm doing here with the Blues Jam is that the most important thing that I kind of want to point out on this Blues Jam is that I'm landing on the proper notes. And I'm hitting it right on time, on the downbeat. Like when it hits that A, check it out. Hit an A. I'm going to hit a D now. I'm waiting for the E. The D. So if I do nothing else, that sounds good because I'm attacking the note, targeting the note. Right on the downbeat. E. D. A. E. A. All right. Kelly sure is the real rock star here. No doubt about it, Tom. She's a rock star. That sounds like a good song. She's a rock star. She is a rock star. Let's write it right now. She's a rock star. Hanging out at my chat. Kelly's a rock star. Oh, yeah. There you go. We all just wrote a song together. She's the rock star. Thank you, Oz, man. Hopefully you guys are picking up something from this. I'm trying to keep it real simple and just, I know it's hard to. You start riffing off there, right? And the whole idea is I'm trying to keep it simple and trying to land on one of the target notes of the chords. I think that's really important. Hello, JC. Welcome. Give you a round of applause. JC is another guitar player. Of course, I mean, we have guitar players. This is a guitar player thing. And he's awesome. So much feel. I love listening to JC play. JC Roldan. Definitely golden when he plays. So we just played a 12-bar blues, A7, D7. Actually, it wasn't a quick 4 like this. It was a basic blues in A. And I'm trying to just play the A minor pentatonic scale in different positions up here. Target just third, major third. Deep. Now I'll target the E on the A. And when the 4 chord comes, I'm going to go right to the third of D. So that's a simple way to do it, and I like playing with this drum loop because playing with a drum machine really helps with your timing, and I think that's important rather than just kind of making up, which you could do as well. But I found this looper pedal, the RC5, it has a drum machine built in, so I tap in a tempo and create simple loops that way. It's really good practice to play along with some kind of backing track. Especially so you could hear if your bends are in tune. To really listen and land on. Because, trust me, I mean, most of the ideas I have are because of listening back to what I did the last week or weeks prior. And I listen, I go, you know what? I need to work on that, or I need to work on that. And a big part of it is just landing on the notes on time. Ozman, nice chatting with you. See you again soon. And I will check out the gentleman you told me about, Mark Zabin. I will check him out for sure and see what that's all about. Very curious to know about Mark Zabel. Not Steve Sable, Mark Zabel. So that is the third tip, which is playing 12 bars blues, landing smoothly on the notes, knowing where you're going. Because when you're playing in an A and you know that D chord's coming up, what am I going to do to get to the D, and what note am I going to land on? Into the D. Okay. And so this last number 5, and I have a bonus tip afterward. tip number 5 would be to play the minor pentatonic scale for each of the 3 chords. So instead of playing just an A over everything, switch to a D when it goes to the D, switch to the D minor pentatonic, and then when it goes to E, switch to the E minor pentatonic. Now, when I say this minor pentatonic, that's just the framework of the scale you can use. Because generally, in a major blues, you're not going to play the minor pentatonic that much over the 4 and the 5 chord. But knowing the shell of it, like if I was going to play the D here, I'm probably going to emphasize the third, the major third a little bit. Or I might even go to the third. Or, you know. The same thing on E and the same thing on D. But if you know this all over the neck, it's very helpful. So I'm not thinking of, okay, well, it's this position right here, or E. I'm thinking, okay, what if I'm up here? Here's the D. Here's the same thing, the minor pentatonic scale, D minor pentatonic. Let me switch cameras. I'm sorry, I should have did this earlier. You can see better. So if I happen to be in this area, I could play the D right here, or the E. And back to the A. So it's pretty cool to just stay in the same position and play 3 different scales instead of moving your hand all around the place. Let's go through it one time and see what that sounds like. We'll do it right here. We'll start off right here. Okay. See, it happened to be, now I'm by the D. Here's the A. Pentatonic. Hopefully you're enjoying that. So it's basically just playing the minor pentatonic scales, shells, through all the positions. When I'm in A, I'm just seeing the A's everywhere. And I know that's such a basic scale. A. A. Or when it goes to the D, where am I closest to another D? Well, here's the D right here. I could either play in that A minor pentatonic, or I could play the D minor pentatonic. And notice that the notes change a little bit. Here's D minor pentatonic. So I wouldn't be playing this E note that would be in the A minor pentatonic. Here's the D in the A minor pentatonic. Here's the D minor pentatonic. There's one note different. And you could switch between them. Play both of them. Or play this D minor pentatonic. And when it goes back to A, you can go. And that's like a musical expression right there. Do you hear that? Phrygian. Threw that in there for Rockin' the Rockies. Just add my Phrygian. Thank you. I'll always add Phrygian for you. Alright, so one last tip, and if you're enjoying this, hit the like button, subscribe. I'll give you a round of applause. Before we close it out and enjoy the rest of the Sunday, I'm going to show one more little thing, and it really makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. But there are times in here where you can just play any note you want, as long as it's in time rhythmically. Like when you're switching in between chords, I'm just kind of playing chromatic stuff, and I'm playing outside. I'm not thinking about what I'm doing, really. I'm just playing. You can play any note and just have fun with it, tying the notes together. But you have to be careful that when you're playing any note, that you land on a note from the next chord. I'm sure you've heard that like a million times, but practice it sometimes. So what I'm doing is if I'm in like a pattern, you know, you could play a half step up that minor pentatonic. Like instead of playing here, in the middle of a phrase, just take the same riffs that you're doing, and ever so slightly play it up a half step and then weave it back in and out. So you can go. Make it sound as musical as you can. You can even go below it. Or you could be playing like a Mixolydian riff. And then I'll extend it and I'll go. Into the next chord. Into the next chord. It just sounds a little bit out, but it creates a little bit of tension. But most of the time you could do it on the turnaround. I think you have enough, there's a lot of leeway there. Let's just try it. Let's try a couple of them. We're tying in. It's kind of jazzy, but it's a really simple way without, I mean, there is a technical reason why it sounds jazzy, because I'm playing a lot of chromatic stuff, and you're playing just a lot of notes that are jazzy, baby. But without thinking too much jazz, I'm just playing any note really that I want, as long as I hopefully land on the next right note. Let's try a couple passes at this with the outside notes. Here we go. Got there? So, I just kind of went for it, hit a few clams in there. But oh well, it's not like this is live or anything, so no big deal. All right, guys. Well, hopefully you found this helpful. Thank you so much. Thank you, JC. Rocking the Rockies. Hopefully you got something out of this. You enjoyed this. And thanks for spending some time here with me today. And, yeah, right, just got to keep doing it, right? Keep going. Keep trying. Hopefully you land on some good notes more than you land on the bad ones. So hopefully you found some of this useful, and you could take some of this stuff and just run with it. Come up with some cool stuff and use it somewhere in your musical endeavors. So thanks for hanging out with me. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, all that groovy stuff, and go live every Sunday. So if you have any ideas of what we should do next week, anything you've been thinking about, any cool theory stuff, mix it up. Yeah, I agree. Gotta mix it up. Keep it interesting, Thank you, JC. Thank you, Tom G. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And, I go live on Facebook where I play original music and some fun covers every Thursday at 7:30 Eastern Time at Facebook/Jerry Cherry Band. And also the real superstar here, Kelly, she goes live at Kelly's Music Corner every Tuesday and Thursday. Facebook/Kelly's Music Corner, where she does bedtime stories and lullabies, where she tells a story and then she sings a few songs and has a beautiful voice. She sings with her father, who plays guitar. So definitely check it out. I'm there on Tuesdays, so check her out for sure, and enjoy that. And like I said, if you have any ideas for next week or you have any questions about this blues stuff, and please let me know in the comment section. Love to know. Double bends, yeah, that's all good stuff. Double stops, definitely. All that stuff is awesome. I love that. I love this one. Very country sounding. Those double bends and double stops and things like that. And so that's all cool stuff. Thank you. And getting some deep discussion on that as well. On double stops and bends. All that groovy stuff. So, yeah, let's do it. Let me know. Keep them coming. Keep the ideas coming. I'm here for you guys, and you're here for me. So that's all. We're all one big happy family. I'm here for you. You're here for me. We are one big family, or a little family. So, all right, just making sure there was nothing else I wanted to talk about here or mention. It's all good. We had a good time. Thanks for spending some time with me here today on Sunday. And you guys are the best. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. It's beautiful out. Enjoy it. And remember, be cool, be kind from the heart, and be cherry. I'll catch you later. See you next time. Love you guys. Thanks so much for spending the time. You're the best. Peace.